Well, here we are. It's Maryland and Chicago. Maryland and Loyola of Chicago. And this is kind of weird because we're at the Chicago Bulls, the home court. This is the conference tournament, the first half of the conference tournaments. And when you look at the conference tournaments, these are conferences 1 through 5. Now the winners will automatically get a bid to the NCAA tournament. The top 3 regular season finishers and your conference tournament winners will move on. Right now we have 30 teams in the tournament, and these are number 4 versus number 5. This is number 4 Loyola Chicago against number 5 Maryland. Right now, beginning everything here in the pure NCAA tournament on the left-hand side. Remember, a lot of these teams are some 8 versus 1s, a lot of disparities within here. A lot of teams will end their season tonight, especially there. We take a look. If you're on the bottom, you're the bigger seed, as you see, like 1967 UCLA. They are the 3 seed against UNC. So any team on the top and the bottom left that is winning is a major upset. You can see we just started and we're underway. Maryland and Ohio State. Maryland is beating Ohio State. Ohio State in 1962. Maryland of 01. I'm trying to take a look where everybody is, but there it is. Maryland of 01 is an 8th seed. Look at Louisville killing Kentucky already at halftime. Halfway through the first half there, Louisville is taking out Kentucky. I'm trying to see where they are, but that's all right. So yeah, Louisville of 2013. There we go. And I thought maybe of having that game because that's a rivalry game, but that started on 19-2. Michigan State beating Ohio State right here. Michigan State a 6-game losing streak. As Louisville's up on Cincinnati, Kansas on Kentucky, Ohio State and Syracuse. Some of these teams have made it and some haven't. There are 20 games today, and we're going to be ready to go. For Maryland, their starting lineup, as you can see, their recent games. Maryland is 15-13. They're number 5. As you can see, they lost to Michigan. They beat Villanova. Maryland, they're looking good. Taking a look at their lineup, you have Juan Dixon, Lonnie Baxter, Chris Wilcox, Brian Mouton, Steve Blake, Drew Nichols, Taj Holden, Ryan Randall, Andre Collins, Calvin McCall, Mike Grennan, and Earl Badu. For Loyola of Chicago in 1963, you take a look at their team. Now, they lost to Rutgers. They beat Ohio State in 1962. That was a good game. They have the capacity to win games, but they also have the capacity to be blown out. They lost to Michigan and 01 Maryland. 01 Maryland is a 6th seed. So we're about ready to go here. They're 25th ranked, which means they're kind of high ranked, and Maryland is 22nd ranked. So we're going to be ready to go here, and we will be underway. Here comes the jump ball. It's going to be Hunter and Baxter, and we're underway, and Egan gets it for Loyola. Egan will bring it up. It's going to be Alda Rouse. Rouse, this shot no good, and Wilcox will get the rebound. And there's going to be a foul. So, no, Wilcox will get the rebound. Sorry, they bring it into Wilcox. He's going to lay it in. It's up, and it's going to be good. 2-0 Maryland. So they bring it in. Here's Egan, and it's going to be a jump ball. Wilcox and Egan will tie it up. Actually, it's going to be Hunter and Wilcox. They're going to jump it up. Right now, it's going to be back to Egan. Loyola has it. Remember, the loser. That's going to be a score there. I didn't see that because for some reason OBS came up. It's now 2-2. Mouton and Hunter, and it'll go out of bounds. So it'll be Maryland ball. First minute of play, it's Maryland 2, Loyola 2. So the Mouton will inbound it. They go off to Dixon. Dixon, he's going to dribble inside. The shot no good. And Egan with the rebound. Egan will bring it up for Loyola. You know, Loyola Chicago, they are 4th seed. A lot of people early on thought that they Could have had it. Ruse, he's going to miss, and Baxter will bring it up. Many people thought Loyola at their very beginning, they were really good. They really tapered off near the end. Wilcox again will score, and it's going to be a foul and an and one. So Maryland has a 4-2 lead over Loyola. And Wilcox will shoot the free throw, and it is good. 5-2 Maryland. Here's Egan now. They're playing, both these teams are playing for their seasons. Egan again to go Harkness to Miller. Miller, the shot, it's going to be no good, and Maryland will get it. First couple minutes of play, it's 5-2 Maryland. And they'll bring it up. Here's Mouton out to Baxter, and Hunter, it's going to be out of play, and Loyola will have it. So Loyola will take it in. Miller to Egan. Egan's going to bring it down. Egan's going to fire it, no good. Here's Rouse. Rouse gets the rebound. He's to the outside. He'll fire it up, no good. And Baxter, it's going to be a foul on Baxter, and it's going to be loose. Loose ball foul. That is the second foul for Loyola. And 2 on Round. And Hunter's going to get the rebound. A missed shot there. Miller's going to bring it up. 5-2 Maryland. They go to Harkness. Harkness fires and scores. 5-4. They pull within 1. Maryland here will pick it up. Baxter misses, and Mouton the rebound. Mouton has it. They go outside to Baxter. Baxter fires. No good there. And he's going to be fouled by Hunter. Hunter's first, third on the team. And right now, that's going to be Baxter missing 1. Baxter will shoot again. And he's going to miss again, and here's Hunter. And rebounded by Miller. Egan. Egan over to Miller. Miller again. Mouton no good. Mouton, they're going to bring it down. It's going to be 2-on-2. Wires Juan Dixon. Dixon, it's going to be intercepted by Miller. Why does this keep going off like this? And they go to Wilcox. Wilcox, the rebound, and Harkness with this. Egan the steal. Sorry, they're going to go right now. It's going to be 3-on-1. He's got Harkness and Hunter. And Egan again, a lay-in, no good. He missed it. And it's going to be a foul on Blake. Egan will shoot 2. So Loyola trying to get a lead. Egan hits 1. So Egan again, the second one. And he hits it. It's going to be 6-5 Loyola. They bring it in. Dixon to Blake. Blake to Baxter. Baxter drives it in, no good. And here's Smith. Smith will take the rebound. And they'll bring it up. There's going to be 2-on-2. Miller again. Miller will take the look. They go, and Mouton, that's going to be the steal. No, they're going to give to Harkness. Harkness misses, and Mouton gets a rebound. A lot of sloppy play by Loyola early on. That's not good. Dixon will go. It's now 2-on-2. Dixon gives it up to Baxter. Baxter slams it in. And it's 7-6 Maryland. So here comes Loyola. Smith will get it inside. Smith will lay it up. He'll miss, and that's going to be a foul on Baxter, his first. And Smith will shoot 2. 7-6 Maryland leads. And Smith misses 1. And Smith again will make the second. It's going to be 7-7. They bring it down. Here's Blake. Blake. And he's going to give it to Baxter on the outside. Wrong shot, no good. And that's going to be a foul on Hunter, his second. Wow, 2 already on Hunter. There's problems there. 5 minutes in, they got 2 people in foul trouble, and there's going to be a sub in for him. Not what you want for Loyola. They're an up-and-down team. You don't want 2 people in foul trouble. You got to slow the game down. It's 9-7 Maryland. They go to Egan. Egan on the outside to Harkness. Harkness from the wing. He misses. Dixon will get the rebound. They're going to bring it down again. It's going to be 4-on-3. They try and run the fast break. Here's Wilcox. Wilcox has it. And he's going to go up to Baxter. Baxter is going to be fouled on the ground by Miller, the 5th on the team. Yeah, we got a lot of fouls here. Loyola already with 5. We're only 5 minutes into the game. Dixon. Dixon out to Randall. Randall again. He gets the 2-on-2. He'll drive. No good. And Wilcox will get the rebound. Wilcox has it on the wing, and that's going to be a foul on Wood, his first. Already 6 on the team. We got problems here. If you're Loyola-Chicago, 9-7, here's Dixon. It's 6-2 on fouls. Dixon to Wilcox. He's going to dribble inside. That's going to be a miss, and here's Wood. Wood to rebound. They're going to bring it in. It's going to be 3-on-3. Smith. Smith again to Miller. Miller again. The lay-in is good. And it is 9-9. They go outside to Holden. He's going to fire it up. No good, and it's going to be a foul on Holden, his first. So Loyola will get the ball out of bounds. About 5 minutes to 5.5 in, a little bit more. Miller from the wing, and he airs it out of bounds. Maryland will have it. 9-9 here in the first half. What a game in the first half. Mouton to Wilcox. He'll go out to Holden. Holden will fire and score. It's now 11-9. So Miller will have it in. He'll give it in to Robertson. Miller will shoot and score. We're tied at 11. These two teams fighting for their season. It's like a real playoff game. There's Dixon again. Fires. No good. And Robertson the rebound. Remember, the higher level teams are playing for seeding. Miller's going to have Harkness on the fast break. Miller will give it to Harkness. He'll bring it in. He'll fire it in. He scores. The lay-in. It's 4th point. Harkness is 4th. Mouton from 20 feet. He misses. And Miller with his second foul. He is the 3rd Loyola-Chicago player with 2 fouls. And he is still in the game. Mouton will hit his first. 13-12 Loyola leading Maryland. And Wood will come in. So 3 people with 2 fouls. Again, they put it in. 13 apiece. Wow, the whole lineup is going to be in foul trouble. Here's Robertson. He's got Harkness on the wing. He scores. They're going to be giving it to Harkness. Harkness has no fouls, but he has 6 points. They bring it into Dixon. Dixon again. He's going to lay it in. That's going to be good. They're trying to drive against Harkness. It's 15-13. 15-15, sorry. They go out to Wood. Harkness is good on the outside. Robertson will have it. Robertson will drive it in. The shot no good. And rebound, Robertson. They'll have it to Smith. They get it. It's going to be stolen by Holden. And they're going to go the other way. So a bad pass. They give it to Juan Dixon. First half, 15 all. They give to Wilcox. Back to Holden. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Loyola ball. We're playing man defense there. 15-15 on under 12 minutes to go in the first half. Wood will go to Smith. Smith has it. Smith will fire. No good. And Mouton will get the rebound. Mouton will have it. Baxter. And he's going to fire it in. It's going to be no good. And Wood with his second foul. He's the 4th player in Loyola with 2 fouls. And we haven't even reached the 10-minute mark now. Baxter's going to have 1. 16-15. Maryland only has 3 fouls. So Baxter again. He hits both. It's going to be 17-15. And they bring it in. That's Baxter's 6th point. Here's Egan. Egan out to Smith. Back to Egan. To Smith from 15 feet away. He shoots and misses. And Harkness will get the rebound. It's first. He's on the wing. Harkness will fire from the wing, and he puts it in. It's 17-17. Maryland now tied up. Mouton, his shot no good. And that's going to be a foul on Smith. Steve Smith is done. He had his first foul. But it's not Steve Smith. It's Smith for Loyola. And it's going to be out of bounds. Maryland will keep the ball. I got the wrong Smith. Yeah, there are problems there. Blake again. Blake will go to Mouton. Mouton. And that's going to be blocked by Rochelle. It's 17-17. They're going to bring it down. Egan to Connaughton. Connaughton goes down. They give it inside to Rochelle. Rochelle will get inside. No good. Baxter with the rebound. Tried to get inside. Under 10 minutes to go. Here's Blake. Blake will bring it up. He'll go outside. Baxter outside to Blake. Blake again to Baxter. And there's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be a TV timeout. There's 9:42 to go. The score, Maryland 17, Loyola 17. Wow, this is big. This is we're going to take a look at all the different scores. UCLA up on North Carolina. UCLA is, I wonder if they're 67 is the number 1 seed. Well, I don't know. The bottom seed to the top one. Utah beating Florida in the first and the second. North Carolina and Duke are good. Kansas and Michigan are good. Duke and Wake Forest still close. Maryland upsetting Ohio State. What a first half for them. And Jerry Lucas for Ohio State is 10 points. Louisville beating Kentucky now. Pretty bad. Louisville at 13 is up. Remember, Louisville 13 is, I'm trying to find where they are. They're number 4. They're number 4, trying to keep everything going. Connecticut over North Carolina in the first 17-9. That's like a full game scoring for them. Wisconsin over Florida. This is the conference tournament games. Florida over North Carolina. Michigan State losing. Ohio State is pretty good. Hondo already with 12 points. Cincinnati is up in the second. Utah 12-10 over St. Joe's. Kansas over Kentucky. Syracuse leading Ohio State second half. Illinois, UCLA beating Illinois, and Duke. Wow, look at Duke upsetting 1990 Arkansas. And when I take a look at that, 1990 Arkansas, they're number 1. Duke's not number 1. Duke's number 8. So here we go. This is going to be a jump ball now. Egan against Blake. Should be a Blake win. And let's see what happens here. It is a Blake win. They go, and they bring it outside. They go Baxter to Mouton. Mouton to Baxter. Baxter's got to fire and score. It's got to be 19-17 Maryland. Remember, we're halfway through the first half. They bring it in Egan. Connaughton. Connaughton to Harkness, and Egan, he's hurt a little bit. They might have to bring in the 11th players. Egan in, yes he is. He stopped it, they get it into Egan. They go to Smith. Smith again out to Egan. They're going to hold, and Mouton with the steal. They got to be careful on this. They know now they're playing a 2-1-2 zone. Loyola is, but this is a fast break. Here's Blake. Blake will fire it inside and score and one. Well, there's going to be another foul. That's the 10th, but he got an and one. Now Maryland will shoot one. Blake, and he makes it 22-17. While Maryland right now leading Loyola, who's in a lot of foul trouble. Egan outside. They might want to hold it for a little bit. They go to Egan, to Smith. And Smith misses, and it's going to be a foul on Blake, his second, team fourth. So Egan will shoot two. Down by 5, now down by 4. 22-18. Actually one of the better games here in the first round. 22-19, they bring it in. So here they go. Dixon with Collins. Collins has it to Baxter. Baxter on the outside. He's going to drive in against Rochelle, and he's going to miss. Harkness with the rebound. Harkness 8 points, 2 rebounds. They got Egan. Egan again. They go to Connaughton. Egan. Connaughton. Connaughton. And it's going to be no good. It's going to be blocked by Baxter. And after it's blocked, now they're going to set up a fast break. It's going to be 2-on-2. Here's Baxter. He's got Dixon. And they'll give it to him. Dixon again goes inside and puts it through. So that's Dixon's 4th point. 24-19, under 8 minutes. Harkness. And a miss there. It goes out of bounds. Maryland has the ball. 24-19 Maryland. Maryland is in the bonus, 7.5 to go. They go to Dixon. Dixon to Collins. Collins, a shot, he scores. 26-19. This is getting in a panic time now for Loyola. They give it to Smith, and he travels. So a turnover there. Maryland up by 7 here in the first half. They go outside to Dixon. Dixon will score. Maryland's starting to pull away. Loyola's got to be worried. They got 4 people in foul trouble. Egan, they got to start going inside. They do. Egan with the miss, and here's Baxter. They're playing a 2-1-2 zone. And Wilcox gets hurt, so they're going to throw it in again. 6.5 to go here in the first half. Maryland by 9. They're pulling away. Here's Collins into Baxter. Baxter pulls and misses, and that's going to be a foul on Rochelle. Wow. This ain't looking good. This is not looking good. Maryland 28, Loyola 19, and he makes the first of his free throw. 29-19. If you're a Loyola fan, you're watching your season slip down to nothing. You might have to put in your starters to stop this. 30-19. Egan on the outside. Here's Harkness. They get the ball into Rochelle. Rochelle looks and shoots and misses. And Egan will get the rebound. Egan has it over to Harkness. And they go to Egan. Pulls and misses. And Dixon with the rebound. Mouton. Mouton to Baxter. And the lay-in is not good. Mouton. And that's going to be the rebound. They go to Baxter. 32-19. Maryland, oh, what a run. This is an incredible run now. Harkness, they got to get it into Harkness, and they do. That was a 10-0 run that they just ended. It's 32-21. Here's Dixon to Baxter. Baxter and Harkness the rebound. Connaughton. Connaughton to Harkness. And he'll take it again. He's going to try and get another one. The shot no good. He needs to heat up from the outside. They go to Collins. Collins. And they go in, and that's going to be 14 for Baxter. Wow. Baxter on an inside shot. 34-21. They go to Smith, and it's an offensive foul, his second. They got 5 people with 2 fouls. They got Rose back in. Rose is back in. Baxter inside. He goes against Rochelle. And it's 36-21. They're really pouring it on. Here's Ruse again. Ruse has it. Man to man. He scores. His fourth. 36-23. Wilcox to Dixon. Over to Wilcox. He'll fire it and miss. Ruse the rebound. He's playing with 2 fouls. He has to. They go into Connaughton, and there's a foul on Nicholas, the 5th foul. 36-23. They go to Egan. Harkness. Mouton, and there's going to be a steal by Dixon. And Dixon will get it down. They'll go to Nicholas, bringing it up now. 36-23. Nicholas, and he scores. And it'll be 38-23. Hunter to Egan. They go to Hunter, and he'll fire, and it's in. So it's 38-25. They bring it down, Mouton and Harkness. That's got to be a foul, so it's a 1-and-1 for Mouton. 38-25, and he hits 39-25. Mouton, it's 40-25. They go outside. Here's Egan. Egan to Connaughton. Go to Egan. Egan fires. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. Maryland has the ball. They're going to bring it up. Wilcox, he scored. 42-25. Harkness. Harkness. And that's going to be a shot. Missed it. And it'll be a foul on Dixon. It started out close, and now it is an absolute blowout now. Harkness, 42-26. And they're going to make it 42-27. 13-9 and fouls in the first half. That's a lot. Nicholas, Dixon, to Nicholas. Here's Dixon. He shoots and misses. Here's Roos, 1:18 to go. They might want to hold for the last shot to get the people in. Harkness, it's got to be a fast break though. He gets it to Egan, and they foul him on the ground. He's in the bonus. He's got 10. Here's Egan shooting a 1-and-1. And he hits one. So Egan cuts it to 14. And Egan cuts it to 13. Underneath a minute. I think they might use this for the final shot. We'll see. Collins. They bring it out. Collins goes to Wilcox. He throws it out of bounds. 57 seconds. That's not what they wanted. Loyola down by 13. They're going to bring it in. They give it into Harkness. Harkness will fire it. It's going to be blocked by Wilcox. Here's Dixon. Under 40 seconds to go. They're going to bring it up court. It's going to be a fast break. It's a 3-on-2. Dixon again. Dixon to Baxter. Baxter, and he goes all the way back, and it's going to be out of bounds, and it'll be Loyola ball. 37 seconds. Well, Loyola would love to get in a score here. 37, here's Egan. A long shot. No good, and out of bounds. It'll be Maryland ball. 28 seconds. They got to hold for the final shot. It would be ridiculous if they didn't. So they go down. Here's Dixon. Grittin, they're going to hold. For the final shot, they go to Dixon. He fires and misses. And Collins the rebound, and that's it. So at the end of one half of play, it's Maryland 42, Loyola 29. We'll be right back for lead changes, 8 ties. But it has been all Maryland since Loyola got in foul trouble with about 10 minutes to go. We'll be right back. Enjoy the halftime stats. Give me about a minute. There's your stats right now in the conference tournament. Loyola is 9-10 in free throws, but they're only shooting 30%. Maryland shooting very well in free throws. They're shooting 44%, though, which is above league average. League average is about 40%. So far, Baxter is playing the best for Maryland. Right now, Baxter is 16 points. And 6 rebounds. He's really playing well. On the other side for Loyola, Harkness is 12 points. They've been in foul trouble, so I really don't know how they're going to be. Taking a look at the people, I got one view for 22 seconds. Thank you, whoever that was. Looking at the other scores, Duke is a number 8 team, and they're winning by 10. UCLA beating Illinois. Syracuse is in. We know that they're beating Ohio State. 0-3 Syracuse is a 3rd seed. They're trying. See, here's the thing. You're automatically in, but it's your power rankings for your seeding. So, you know, you want to figure out your team. You want to play an easier path. Kansas beating Kentucky. 12 beating 11. I was thinking about doing that game. That's a 4 versus 5, and Kansas right now is looking good. How about St. Joe's beating Utah? Right there, St. Joe's, Utah, 1961. St. Joe's is a number 8 seed. Cincinnati beating Louisville, and they're looking good there. Ohio State and Michigan State very close. Florida beating North Carolina. North Carolina of 05. North Carolina, yeah, that's a 4 versus 5 game. Florida and Wisconsin tied at 31 with 5.5 to go in that one. Connecticut all over North Carolina. How about UConn? Louisville pulling away from Kentucky. That's a 4 versus 5. How about Maryland beating Ohio State? That's an 8 versus 1. Like, seriously, right now, you got a lot of 8-1s connecting. And Wake Forest and Duke, that's why these 8 seeds, those 1 seeds are throwing away good seedings. How about North Carolina and Duke, and Kansas and Michigan? And Utah and Florida there, where North Carolina is losing to UCLA, 56-42. We're going to begin the second half. We're going to jump it right now. It's 42-29. It's up, and it's going to be tipped, and here comes Egan. Egan will bring it down. They're going to take it. They're going to go to Egan again. They're going to go to Rouse. Rouse will drive inside. It's going to be blocked by Wilcox and out of bounds. Loyola will get it. Now, Loyola has 3 of their players in with 2 fouls. You just got to play it that way. You got to play to the end. You lose, your season's over. They go inside to Harkness. He lays it in. It's now an 11-point game. So they're going to be pushing a little bit more. They go out to Blake. They know that Maryland has a little bit of concerns for fouls anyway. They had 7 in the first half. They go to Dixon. The shot, no good. And here's Harkness the other way. Harkness. And it's a loose ball foul. It's on Blake, his third. Blake. Here's Hunter. Hunter will fire. It's no good, and Baxter with the foul. It's 42-31. Here's Hunter. Hunter hits one. 42-32. They might cut this to 9. They cut it to 9. Here comes the comeback. Now Maryland got to take it. Do they want to try and answer this tempo or stave it off a little bit? Blake to Juan Dixon. Dixon, a give and go to Wilcox. Dixon again slams it in. And it is 44-33. They lead by 11. Loyola will bring it down. Here's Egan. They go to Harkness. Harkness travels. And here we go the other way. Maryland now will have it. They go to Baxter. And the lay-in is no good. That's going to be a foul by Hunter, his third. Baxter, he's 6 of 8 already in the line, make it 7 of 9. His 17th point. Baxter playing a tremendous game, make it 18 points. 2 minutes in, it's 46-33. They will bring it up. They go to Egan. Egan outside, him and Rouse, that's going to be a miss, and Baxter with the rebound. They're going to bring it down. Here's Dixon to Blake. Blake will go into the front court. He's got Wilcox. Wilcox drives in and scores. It's 15 to lead. Loyola's having problems. They need a big run here. They got to Rouse. Rouse to Miller. Miller on the outside fires and scores. Now it's a 13-point game. They're playing an up-tempo. They're getting the possessions. Here's Bouton. Long shot. No good. And it's going to be Miller. Miller will have it. He's going to bring it down and give it to Egan. Egan will bring it over into the front court. To Harkness to Miller. Back to Harkness against Bouton. He scores. 38-37. They bring it down. Here's Bouton, a 2-1-2 zone. They go Dixon to Baxter. Baxter will get it in, and Baxter will fire, and it's going to be a block by Hunter. And it's going to be brought the other way, and that's going to be a change so far. So what happened there? It's going to be a loose ball foul, by Hunter, and that'll be his fourth. So foul by Hunter. He has 4 points on the day. He has to sit out 4 fouls so far. Loyola 4 minutes in and loses one person essentially until the last 5 minutes. So here they go again. They're going to bring it in. Here's Blake. Blake to Mouton. A long shot, no good, and Egan to rebound. They're going to bring it up. It's going to be 2-on-2. Egan and Harkness. And Harkness will bring it in. He's going to give it himself. He'll take it, and Harkness lays it in. It's 18th point by Harkness. He's exploded. There's Dixon who scores. Juan Dixon is 10th point. 50-39. They're going to bring it down. Here's Egan. He'll fire. No good. And Wilcox will get the rebound. I'm looking at the other games. Such good games, close games. Dixon. He'll bring it down on a fast break and give it to Baxter. And that's going to be hit off a defender. And it looks like Maryland's going to keep the ball. No, it's going to be Loyola's. They go to Harkness. Sorry about that, Egan. The thing went out. Harkness again, and he travels. A turnover here. 50-39. A lot of possessions here. Maryland is not putting their foot off the gas. You figure they might. They go inside to Wilcox, who puts it in. And it's going to be the 13th point for him. Off the lob. And Wilcox, that's going to be Steve Blake. He has 4. Blake has 4, and Hunter has 4. Blake, obviously the bigger one who's out, but right now it's a 13-point game. Robertson to Rouse, and it'll be Maryland ball. Well, Maryland has a 13-point lead here. At 10 minutes, we'll stop and take a look at some of the scores that go into Randall. Randall lays it in, no good. If you're a road team on the left, your season's over if you lose. Robertson. Harkness, and he airs it out. Maryland will get the ball up by 13. It's 52-39 here in the second, 14 to go. Holden on the outside. He shoots and misses. Here's Randall. Randall to the outside, long shot, no good. And here comes Juan Dixon. Rochelle will get the rebound. And here they go. Rochelle has it. Here's Harkness. Harkness to the outside. He gives to Miller. Lay-in is good. 52-41. They go to Collins. Collins to Dixon. Dixon again, and the shot no good. They go out to Miller. Miller, he goes to Robertson. To Miller. Robertson again, there's a jump ball. Miller and Randall. And we're underway. Here's Nicholas. 52-41. Holden. To Collins. To Dixon. They're passing it around in the miss. And that's going to be a foul on Randall on the rebound. And that's big. 12 minutes there. 12:57 to go. It's an 11-point game. They go to Robertson. To Harkness, to Robertson, fires and misses and out of bounds. 12:44 to go. Maryland is, right now they got to make sure they go to Nicholas, who goes to Baxter. Baxter to Nicholas, who fires and misses. Baxter the rebound, and that's going to be a foul on Rouse, his third. They're going to inbound it to Dixon here. To Baxter, outside to Dixon, fires and a miss and out of bounds. Got to take time off. Loyola, they got one with 4 fouls, but they're doing all right now. There's Rochelle, he puts it in. It's a 9-point game. They're slowly but surely gaining traction. They really are. There's Baxter, and he puts it in. 11.5 to go. Miller to Egan to Harkness, and Mouton with the foul. That's the 5th on the team for Maryland. And Mouton's first foul. 11-point lead. Here's Egan to Smith. Smith back to Egan. And Egan will fire and miss. And they'll be fouled by Holden. The team's 6th, his second. Egan will shoot 2. It's 54-43. The first one is good. Some subs coming in. 15 straight free throws for Egan, and of course he misses the second one right after they say 15. And they are trapping the half-court trap. They go to Baxter. And the shot no good. Dixon a rebound. And they're still half-court trapping off the zone. Dixon will lay it in. No good. And Johnson will have it. Johnson will bring it to Miller, and there's Egan. To Miller on the outside. They go to Smith. Smith will drop it in. He scores. It's now 8. 10 minutes to go. So they're going to bring it in. They go to Holden. Holden to Mouton. To Holden. The 2-3 zone. Holden scores and 1. Subs coming in. Subs coming in. The scores, we shoot a free throw, 9:52 to go. Maryland 56, Loyola 46. Let's take a look at the other games. Utah trying to hold on. Michigan trying to pull the upset. They lead by 4. UConn by 13. North Carolina trying to hold on there, 38-36. Wow, say Utah came back. If St. Joe's were to win that game, that'd be incredible. Duke. That's a big one. That is a big one. Now, UCLA, 1967, they beat Carolina. Carolina season's over. Duke by 2 over Carolina. 99 Duke. Wow, 1 versus 8, and the 1 barely won. Duke beat Wake Forest. 0-1 Duke. And that is a 2 versus 7 right there. Maryland beat Ohio State 63-57. They beat Maryland they're an 8th seed. Maryland is an 8th seed. Can you believe that? We have our first 8th seed win. Louisville beating Kentucky. Wisconsin by a point over Florida. Ohio State beating Michigan State. Cincinnati beating Louisville. Kansas beating Kentucky by 12. Syracuse winning and UCLA winning there. A lot of teams either 4 seeds, while Kansas is a 5th. But we do have an 8 over a 1 and another one where 2 8s could win today. How about that? That's incredible. Mouton will shoot. They lead by 10, Mouton. And here's the free throw. It's going to be no good. Rochelle the rebound. Under 10 minutes to go. They go to Robertson. Robertson, Smith, to Harkness. Harkness lays it in, no good. Robertson. Harkness to Robertson, and out of bounds. (56-46). Wilcox will put it in. It's 58-46. To Smith. Smith to Holden. To Dixon. Dixon, they go to Holden. To Baxter. Baxter around to Dixon. To Baxter. And he'll slam it in. It's now 60-46. Maryland's trying to pull away with 8.5 to go. Robertson to Harkness. Harkness fires 60-48. And a lot of Kansas now ahead of Michigan. A lot of seasons ending. Here's Holden. Switches. Lays it in. No good. Wilcox will have it. 8 minutes to go. It's a 12-point game. They get it into Wilcox. He puts it in right off the rebound. And here's Smith. Smith on the outside. Fouled by Wilcox is first. As they got to get it up the floor. Maryland 62, Loyola 48. Egan to Harkness. And out to Egan, he'll be out of bounds. Maryland will have the ball. About 7:40 to go in the game. Maryland leading by 14. There's Baxter. Rochelle with a block. Rouse the rebound. Loyola's got to make a run, and it's got to make a run now. So here's Egan. Harkness, back to Egan to Harkness. And it is blocked by Baxter. Egan will get it, though. And Egan has it. He'll go to Harkness. Fires and scores. 22nd point for Harkness. It is now a 12-point game. Baxter will slam it in, and Maryland starting to pull ahead, and that could be it. Harkness from the wing, the lay-in, and it is no good. And Harkness will go to the line. 2 shots. Harkness, and he got one, 23. Nicholas. Nicholas to Mouton to Nicholas. And he goes to Wilcox. Wilcox again has it to the outside. It's going to be a foul by Rouse. Well, I mean, there's a lot of fouls for them to go. They have 2 players with 4. Dixon, 6 minutes to go. They're holding. Here's Collins. The shot no good. Rochelle, they're going to try and take a fast break here. It's 2-on-2. Smith, he'll give it. And that's going to be Collins. He'll steal the ball. Over to Wilcox. And to Dixon. 6:01 to go to Collins. Collins to Wilcox. Fires. It's good. And this game is a little bit out of hand. Egan to Smith now. To Egan. And he shoots and misses, and he's fouled. It's 14 with 5:46 to go. They're going to need to drive and get some and one. Egan will hit one. And Egan will hit a second. He has 9 on a day. Blake to Miller. Miller again to Hunter. And that's going to be good there. Oh, wait, it's goaltending. Baxter, wait a second. No, Baxter, and it's 66-56. Mouton fires, it's good. And right now Maryland has got a lead that I don't know that they would relinquish. Loyola's got to be perfect, and that's going to be a foul on Mouton. Egan will shoot two. Well, it'll be a 1-on-1. 9-10 for Egan. Remember, he had 15 straight, he missed. We had one. And he hits the second one, 68-58. 4:24 to go. Maryland by 10. They go to Blake. Blake to Dixon. Dixon, the lay-in is good. Maryland has the lead. And that could be it. They go to Harkness. Harkness has got to shoot. He misses. Here's Hunter's third rebound. 70-58. Hunter with the miss. Harkness will take it. Under 4 minutes to go. Harkness out of bounds, almost out of play there. A long shot, no good. Baxter will get it, 70-58. And now Maryland will look at saving their season. Loyola, they go out to Dixon, out to Wilcox, they're wasting time. Wilcox, the layup, Rouse with the block, and they're going to get it to Miller. Loyola, Chicago, they had such high hopes. And they started out well, and there's a double dribble on Egan. Maryland will bring it in, 70-58. They go to Mouton, fires, no good. Miller, 3 minutes to go. It's going to be 3-on-1. Here's Rouse. Rouse will go over to Egan. Egan, the lane is good, 70-60. They got a Mouton. Egan at 11, they got a Baxter, the fire no good. Wilcox, he has it back, and that's going to be a foul by Miller, his third. So that's going to be 6. That would put in your steal squad and have them all foul to get up to 10. And Loyola is in the bonus, but Maryland has the ball. Harkness with the foul, his second, team 7th. 2:50 to go, they want a foul here. It's a 10-point game. They go out to Blake. Blake, and that's going to be a foul on Rouse. He's done. Rouse is done. He's 5. That's why you put in your steal squad. 70-60, 2:49 to go. And a jump ball. So they're trying to steal. The reason why they're not taking off time is they're really trying to steal. They need to score. Harkness and Mouton, and Maryland wins it. I thought Loyola was going to be able to get it. That's going to be Wilcox. Smith with his 4th. And now they're going to inbound at 1. They're going to be shooting every other time. 2:43. Here's Blake. It's man-to-man. It's really tough. It looks like a 4 corners, but Egan with the foul there. No go. So the fouling with 2:42 to go. They have to. Blake the 1-and-1. They're all 1-and-1s. Blake will hit one. 71-60. So Blake again, he'll shoot, and he scores, 72-60. 2:42 to go. Miller will bring it in. Yeah, we're looking at some final scores there. They get it to Smith. Smith will score, 72-62. So now Maryland will bring it in, 2:55 to go. They are really pushing. They get it to Wilcox in a foul on Smith. He's gone. Wilcox will shoot a 1-and-1. 72-62. Wilcox, there's going to be 1. Now Wilcox again. He'll shoot and score, so they're maintaining the lead. Loyola's going to have to bring it up. Here's Egan. 74-62, Harkness. Harkness into Hunter. Nice bounce pass, and he scores. 74-64. You wonder if they didn't foul. Baxter and Harkness with his third. 2 have fouled out. Here's Blake. He'll shoot a 1-and-1. 2 minutes to go. They're trying to get it under 10. And he misses. Johnson will get it. Loyola's got to score here. They got to be perfect all the way down. Under 2 minutes to go. Harkness has it. Harkness will lay it in. He misses. Baxter the rebound. A double-double for Baxter. And they're going to go to Dixon. Baxter has 24 points and 10 rebounds. And Johnson with a foul on Wilcox. So first for Johnson. Wilcox a 1-on-1. A minute 53 to go. Wilcox. And he misses, but Wilcox gets his own miss. They get it outside. Rochelle is near him, and he fouls him. All right, you gotta get your own rebounds. It's now the point of the game where you gotta get your own rebounds. Wilcox will shoot. He'll hit one, and that's going to be 75-64. And a miss. So here comes Hunter. They want to get it to single digits under 2 minutes. Miller will bring it up, 75-64. They go to Egan, long shot, no good. Wilcox the rebound. It's 11, they bring it down to Blake. Blake trying to go, a minute and a half. They might just pass it around and give up. Dixon and Miller with the foul there. Well, it's the end of your season, you're not just going to give up. They're trying their best, especially with 1-on-1s. Dixon will shoot and make it. 76-64. And Dixon again, it's going to be 13 now, 77-64. 40 free throws for Dixon. And they go outside to Johnson, 77-64. The arena's clearing out. Egan shoots, holding the rebound. They might just hold this. And they're going to bring it out to Blake. They'll bring it over the timeline. They're playing man-to-man. Blake scores. Under a minute to go. You know that Loyola's done. They're down by 15 now. They go to Harkness, 50 seconds to go. He scores 43, but Maryland's going to hold the ball, and they might just hold it for the final shot. Maryland will give it to Dixon, and they hold it for the final shot. That's it, your final score. Maryland 79, Loyola Chicago 66. So taking a look right now, you have Maryland with the win. Maryland will move on. Loyola Chicago is done with their season. They are done with their season, and Maryland will move on. So really it was all about that first half where it was 22-19 and then a 10-0 run and then 36-21. It was a 14-2 run, and then 22-19. It was a 16-4 run. 16-4 in the first half, and that's what did it. I mean, we had thoughts of it getting close, but it never really did. It kept that margin, and that was it. Game over. So let's take a look at all the other games that we have today, all tournament games. And then we'll take a look at tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, but a little bit later on. And games like that. Duke and Arkansas. Wow, Arkansas by 1 point, ending Duke's season. Todd Day with the MVP at the very end. Drive by Mayberry scored, and they went around, and that was the game, 56-55. Free throws for Arkansas, 10 of 11. But 30-18, Duke won. Duke led, and everybody thought maybe a big upset. No. UCLA and Illinois. UCLA wins this game 65-52. Lou Alcindor gets the MVP here. Alcindor, 13 points, and he had 10 rebounds, a double-double, and a 65-52 win. Syracuse and Ohio State. Syracuse is already in. Carmelo Anthony with the MVP there. Now the thing is, these highly seeded teams want to win. Like Syracuse, They want to win to improve their power rating. Kansas and Kentucky, a 5 beat a 4, 49-37. Jeff Withey, the MVP there, 49-37 there. Kansas beating Kentucky. Kansas needs to improve there. Now St. Joe's beat Utah. A number 8 beating a number 1, 11-18. Because they played each other so many times, they know each other. They won the game, a minute 31 to go. They put it in, and St. Joe's, well, no, a minute 31, they made it a little closer. But no more scoring there. St. Joe's free throw, 17-19. They won the game there, shot 40%. Utah is in the tournament. They might play depending on their seeding. Cincinnati and Louisville, a very big rivalry. They're right across literally the river from each other. And Cincinnati ends up winning. Louisville's season is done. Cincinnati 8's Bolden, Thacker, Wisenhan, and Hogue. And Bob Wisenhan, right there, he was good there. So Ohio State and Michigan State, 57-45. John Havlicek, Hondo, they pull away. 61 Ohio State. Sorry, I'm trying to see. They're the 3rd seed. That was that competitive conference there that was big. Florida and North Carolina. Florida wins and keeps their season going, really. So they're in the semifinals of their conference, 52-45. Remember, they all of these are progressive. Well, Florida almost, but they couldn't do it. They couldn't be number 1. And they lose, and their season's done. North Carolina, they won, but they got to win by a little bit bigger next time, 55-50. We saw Wisconsin ending Florida's season as Wisconsin out 41-40. 38 seconds to go. Kaminsky hit a shot from the outside, and Florida couldn't win the game over Wisconsin. So Connecticut, North Carolina, UConn looking really good. UConn, they could be a dangerous team. They lost a lot of very close games. They couldn't score, but they really opened it up in their first half. Kentucky and Louisville, a game I thought we might have had, but nah. And 48-35. There was 30-8 at the half. Louisville beating Kentucky. Louisville made a game out of it. No, they didn't. It was 48-28 with 4 minutes to go, and they scored the next 7. But not even enough. They didn't make a game out of it. Maryland and Ohio State. Maryland pulls the upset. That's an 8 beating a 1, but when you take a look at the it's only 11-18, 18-11. That was a very competitive division. And 63-57 there. Wake Forest and Duke. Duke wins the game. They beat Wake Forest. Carlos Boozer. They end Wake Forest's season. 0-1 Duke. I'm trying to take a look. 0-1. Where is 0-1 Duke? I have everything written down. There they are. They're 2nd seed. They're not bad. 65-63. These are tough. They were fouled with 22 seconds to go. And Sanders hit both the free throws. Kansas and Michigan. Kansas beat Michigan here by 1. Michigan's season is done. Kansas keeps going on. Oh, well, no. He was fouled at the buzzer, and he hit the free throw. They had to finish the game, but that was it. Fouled at the buzzer, the free throw was good, but you know what? That was a little superficial there. Take a look. Wilcox for Maryland again. That's the game that we had. 24 points, 10 rebounds. Wilcox looked very good in that one. As Maryland moves on, Loyola, Chicago, they're done. How about an overtime game? Yeah, we had one here. Duke and North Carolina, and Duke ends up winning. The number 1 beat the number 8, and Duke wins in overtime. They won on an outside, well, no, North Carolina outside shot, and no other scoring in that game. It's big. Utah and Florida. Utah, 16-13, and they beat Florida 63-57. Right there. So Utah is I got to find out now, 1966 Utah. They're second seed. They were second, another competitive division. They played Florida, and then UCLA and North Carolina. You see UCLA with a big early lead, and that was it. And Kentucky and Duke, both in 1966. A good game. So Duke right here ends up winning the game by 4. And a couple free throws at the end. Dampier for Kentucky made it close, but then they couldn't get the ball back. And Verga was fouled and made 2 free throws at the very end. So now we look at tomorrow. UCLA and Houston will easily be our game tomorrow. We want to see if Elvin Hayes can move on. But this is progressive seeding, which means this. It's not a straight bracket. It is not a straight bracket, which means that one will play number 8, when they beat number 1, we had a number 8 beat a number 1. They will not play the 4-5 winner. They will play the highest remaining seed. So if 2 won, 8 would then play 2 in the next round. And that's to keep the 2 highest remaining. So if 2 and 3 won their games and 1 lost, then we would be saving 2 and 3 for the finals. That's the way progressive, the reseeding works. We reseed after every round. Take a look at tomorrow, Mass and UCLA, Minnesota, North Carolina. The teams on the bottom, most of them are in, but teams like Houston, well, I mean, they got every 4th game. So Houston, Arkansas, UCLA is 74. UNLV is 77 and 84 Houston. All of them have to win to be in. They really do. Yeah, there are some teams right now that are really good. Every team on the top has to win the tournament to get in. Remember, your top 3 make the tournament. And then your conference tournament winner if they're outside the top 3. But the conference tournament's to boost your power rating to get you a better seed, so you play the weaker teams. All right, have a great day, everyone. We will see you, maybe not tomorrow, but we'll see you Thursday. Have a wonderful day.